Hello guys, it's Imperial. Today I want to be talking about the next Call of Duty in 2020, well technically 2021 and 2022, which is going to be Call of Duty Vanguard, which will be coming out November 5th. I believe it's November 5th. And guys, we have really very little information about this Call of Duty. Um it is a different one than the past few we've seen. But it could be good. It could be change for the good and change for the worse. So here are some things that I would like to see in the new Call of Duty Vanguard. First thing I would like to see is more of a campaign. And when I say this, I know a lot of people like this campaign this year. I watched like walkthroughs of the campaign, and it didn't look too interesting to me. It didn't look like a Call of Duty campaign to me, and honestly, it kind of ruined it for me, so I didn't really play it. Um, Still haven't gotten around to playing it. So honestly, I just want some more, uh, you know, crazy Call of Duty moments. Maybe a little bit more of a better story. Maybe a little realistic. I know Call of Duty is not known for their realism, but I think you always need to have a little bit of it in there. Um, because you have to balance the two. Now, the second thing I would like to see in Call of Duty Vanguard is more weapons in multiplayer than we saw with Call of Duty World War II. I just feel like the weapons they just weren't. I don't know. There wasn't a ton, and they weren't really unique from each other. I like the assault rifles. The SMGs were pretty fine as well, and that was basically the end of the weapons I kind of liked. And not all the assault rifles were really big weapons I really wanted to use. So I just want. I know it's World War II. There wasn't a ton of guns, and I still think they should have some realism there. But like the nail gun, how that was kind of like unrealistic. I think they should have a few things like that, not filled up with it, just a few weapons that aren't too crazy, like a laser gun or whatever, but still fun and a little unrealistic. But we also do need some more weapons. We need some better weapon for each class. They need marksmen. I'm pretty sure they had marksmen last year. I'm pretty sure they can have a few better marksmen. And yeah. And another thing that I would like to see in Call of Duty is Call of Duty Vanguard is a new style. Because we had the same style for 2 years. I know it's only 2 years, but I'm already kind of getting tired of it. It seems to be looking the same every single year now. And ever since BO4, they kind of dropped that style of games. And I know they're trying to make it look realistic. I'm not saying that the style is bad or anything, or that to drop the graphics or anything. It's more of the style and stuff. Is how things feel. I want a little bit of a change from that, just because it's kind of getting old. Everything kind of felt the same the past two games, and that's gonna kind of lead into my next point with Warzone. That I feel like, and I already know that this isn't gonna happen, but I think Warzone should be a more modern warfare and Cold War restricted game, and not be carried over to the new map. Now, obviously, that was already debunked with the live reveal event, and I'm gonna explain a little bit more. I'm not saying that. I just don't think the game should be connected. If you kind of know what I'm saying, I feel like Warzone should be kind of its own thing. I mean, sure, you can sell the reveal events, but have your own storyline going on, because whenever you have a new Call of Duty, the storyline is a mess. And if they ever want to do what they did, with Fortnite, where they have a story, which I kind of feel like with the live events, that's kind of what they were trying to go for. that they'll have to kind of break away from having it tied to standard Call of Duty games. And also, it brings a lot of hype down from the new Call of Duties, because I mean, you're just gonna be able to play the free battle royale in Warzone, and everyone's gonna say, you know, the multiplayer is bad or whatever, or even if the multiplayer isn't bad, you know, they're gonna be like, why not just play Warzone? It's free. So I think they really need to make those experiences unique, and I'm thinking maybe Call of Duty 2022 they might do that. Just It's just one of my theories. Because what I've heard, this Call of Duty, I've heard bad things so far. And honestly, the game's not even out yet. We saw one trailer in Warzone. So it's not like, you know, the game's terrible yet. This is just rumors, but the game isn't supposed to be great. Now, I'm really hoping that isn't true. I'm really hoping that it's kind of like World War II. Because I think World War II, in the long run, was an amazing game. I think that it had problems at launch, and it just had some bugs. It had issues with lobbies during the start. It was a pretty messy beginning, but towards the end of its lifespan, it was a solid Call of Duty game. There was still problems with it, like, but that wasn't glitches. Like the maps, there's a good 2 or 3 maps that I liked, but then the rest were just kind of bland. But I think the maps were overall, I mean, they're not the worst Call of Duty maps I've ever played, but they far from the best. And also, I just obviously, like I said, I didn't like the guns in that game. There wasn't a ton, I would say, in the beginning. And now I know by the end they had a decent amount, but it was just kind of hard to, it was kind of annoying in the beginning, and I think that kind of turned off a lot of people who wanted to play it in the beginning. And another problem, and this is just a Call of Duty related problem, not a Pacific World War II game problem, is that, you know, there's only certain guns that, you know, are amazing. And like, I know like, if you fix every game no guns OP, it'll kind of be boring, you know, if every single gun is the same, you know, power. But really, in this game, there's only like 1 or 2 guns that are really in the meta. I mean, you can play with other guns, but you're obviously not going to do well as some other people who might actually use these meta weapons. And it is kind of frustrating, and kind of, you know, takes the uniqueness out of making a class and stuff, but that is also a problem for Warzone. So yeah, that's not just a multiplayer problem. And also with zombies, we're going to go into zombies now. It is being made by Treyarch this year. And this could be good, and this could also be kind of bad, because I love this year's zombies with Cold War, but I also had some problems with it. And it might just, you know, be me not being used to it, but I don't like the creative class. At least for now, I don't like it, but I might get accustomed to it. I don't know. I mean, I just like how everyone has the same chance in the beginning, you know, start out with the same, so you don't have to worry about using a meta weapon or whatever. You can just, you know, use whatever gun you want, or, you know, just start with the same sparking pistol and then have the same chance as everyone else. That's what I always thought of it as when they announced the whole credit class. But it wasn't a bad idea. I mean, it was pretty cool. Also, something else I didn't like is that how the characters. Now, I don't know if next year is going to be a continuation of this zombie storyline, but in this year, you just used an operator. You didn't actually use characters like in every single other Call of Duty game. Even in World at War, they somewhat had characters. which kind of, you know, took the immersion out of it a little bit, kind of, you know, made it kind of feel a little bit more, I don't know, not story like. It did have story characters, but I always liked, you know, having a player that you actually played as, which I always thought that was cool. I'm gonna be guessing this is gonna take place in World War II. I understand that that should sound obvious because it's a World War II game, but it's Treyarch making it, and their last World War II zombies didn't actually exactly end well. Like, it was a pretty big flop. And, yeah, I really want some uniqueness to this year's Call of Duty. As I said, I heard a lot of things that it was rushed, that they weren't actually ready to start working on this game, because there's a whole mess with, I'm pretty sure something happened with Sledgehammer. Like, they laid off a ton of employees. I don't know if that's true or not. I didn't really look too much into it. So this year is supposed to be pretty rushed, but who knows, we might have an amazing game. I think this year's Call of Duty was pretty okay. It had some problems. But yeah, guys, that's gonna end it for today's video. Hope you guys all enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.